gonna be mad at what I gotta say about this, but a man should know that she wants you more than you want her. If you want her more than she wants you, it's gonna end bad, and you are gonna have a stressful relationship.
I kept it honey with you, but you lied. I kept it honey with you, but you tried. Reminiscing about the time that you told me you got me, but you not even on my side. What's good, YouTube, man? What's going on, NCL Family? I hope you had a productive day today, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful Sunday, man. You know, hope everything that you had tasked for today, you completed it. Welcome to the NCL Family. If you're new to the channel, road to 2,000 subscribers. Now we gotta bring Travis Hunter to the table, man. We gotta bring Travis Hunter to the table. You can already tell by the title, the thumbnail. Feel me? I have covered Travis Hunter before in the past, so if you want to watch any of these videos, the link should be in the description below. I don't know if I showed you guys, but I got a new hairstyle. I usually come with a twist, but I got cornrows. I'll show y'all from the back. I don't know if y'all saw that, but yeah, I got cornrows. But the hairline ain't looking good today, man, so we gonna put on the hat, bro. Without further ado, guys, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Let's get straight into the video. Let's get it.
In the 2025 NFL Draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin, we already knew who was going number one. That was Cam Moore to the Tennessee Titans. The Cleveland Browns owned the number 2 pick after the Titans, but we just didn't know who the rest of the teams would take. It was a toss-up. And that's interesting because another team, the Jacksonville Jaguars, would pay heavily to get the number 2 pick from the Cleveland Browns. The Jaguars initially had the number 5 pick. So what did they do? They would trade their number 5 overall pick, their second pick, which was 36, a 4th round pick, number 126, and their future 1st round pick in 2026 for the rights to the number 2 pick, which was used to get Travis Hunter.
Damn.
That's a high cost for anybody, but Travis Hunter was the man. He just won the Heisman Trophy at Colorado, and he played both ways. So how would this turn out? The Jacksonville Jaguars were doing really good under Coach Liam Cohen, but Travis Hunter?
Here's the thing, everyone hits me up, and this is the funny part real quick. JB, it's only 2 games. You didn't say that with Sauce Gardner. You didn't say that with Patrick Surtain. You didn't say that with Stingley. Oh, damn, they're ready as rookies. They're the guy. They're natural, hip, swift, turn and run. Look at the backpedal. Look at the contact courage. You don't say that with this guy. Now he needs more games. He was the best ever, Jason, last year, you guys told me.
On this case,
were
boy.
already calling Travis Hunter a bust. Now, it wasn't because of his athleticism or lack.
1 second. My apologies. Had some technical difficulties to attend. Let's get straight into it.
It's just that he's playing on both sides of the ball. And as you know, position coaches and offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators typically have their guys from 8 in the morning to 10 at night. But if you're playing both sides of the ball, you don't have enough time to understand packages, to get chemistry, to kind of get in the rhythm. And football is all about rhythm. So Travis Hunter played mostly on offense and some on defense, but not doing neither very well. Don't get me wrong, Travis Hunter basically showed flashes of explosive play. That is true. But then, well...
Breaking news out of the NFL, where Jaguars two-way star Travis Hunter has undergone season-ending knee surgery. The procedure repaired an LCL injury suffered on October 20th, and he's expected to return to full football activities within 6 months. Our Jonathan Jones reports that Hunter's injury is not expected to have any long-term impact on his career. The number 2 overall pick took the majority of his snaps on offense this season, tallying 28 catches for just under 300 yards and a touchdown. On the other side of the ball, he racked up 15 tackles and 3 passes defended.
Travis Hunter,
6 months though? Damn. Number 2 pick? Damn. Hey man, I wish him a speedy recovery, but yeah, that's never good news. 6 months.
LCL in a no contact situation in practice. This put him out for the entire year. And of course, it led to the critics.
I think Colorado playing Travis for as many snaps as they did was complete coaching malpractice. Now, Trav, he's obviously a super competitor. He wanted to be out there for as many plays as possible. And at a certain point, I think as the coach, the onus is on you to kind of rein him in. And by that, I mean, there was really no reason for him to be playing full-time on both sides of the ball when you knew that he was going to be an NFL player.
Now, Deion Sanders is the reason why Travis Hunter is ruined, but to be honest, Deion is the reason why Travis Hunter is what he is today. I mean, he let Travis Hunter do his thing. And again, he basically got hurt. A non-contact injury, it can happen to anybody. It happens to a lot of people. So I'm not sure if I buy that. But even the coach was asked.
You don't expect him to be your number one receiver and your number one quarterback at some point down the road?
You know, it's all that's very premature to answer at this point. You know, you have a lot of confidence in the makeup, the person, the competitor, the athlete, the talent. Like I said to him, so many players have gone through minor setbacks for major comebacks. And that's been a complete message to him.
Are you going to let Travis Hunter play two ways? That's the story of the day, and people just don't understand. And so now it looks like Travis Hunter's first year is a bust. Not necessarily because he's taking kind of long to adapt, but also because of what the Jaguars had to pay for him, which was a lot of money. Not to mention, Travis Hunter signed like a $30 million signing bonus. He wanted all of that money up front. And of course, we all know what he did. Bought a house, bought a car, and took care of the family. But see, there's another side of this that we're not talking about. Number one, the stress of not living up to expectations. This hurts everybody. Travis Hunter, they invested a lot of money in this guy. Had a lot of money in this guy. But the reality is that there were a lot of guys that they could have got. One guy is Emeka Egbuka. They could have got him at the number 19th pick. The guy's killing it. He got like 40 receptions for 677 yards and 6 touchdowns so far. That's like double what Travis Hunter is getting with the Jaguars. Then there's Teodoro McMillan. He went number 8. So if they would have stayed at 5, they could have possibly traded down and got some draft capital and ended up with this guy anyway.
They probably could have.
They could have got my man Luther Burden. You know what I'm saying? That's playing on the Bears. He's an explosive guy. They could have turned around and picked another person on defense. They could have got a cornerback and got a wide receiver. So
they definitely could have multiple options. But, man, no one expected, you know, even that injury that happened to Travis Hunter. You feel me? Like, it's not something that was predicted.
Fans talking about how you're a bust and all of that mental pressure, it has to get to you. And then number 2, you're taking care of a lot of goddamn people. One of the stressful things about coming from poverty into having money, and again, I know Travis Hunter has some money with the NIL deals and things like that, but people are really expecting probably a lot from this guy. And so he's taking care of a lot of folks. I mean, he got Leanna, and then, you know, he got his own family and all of this. So trying to do so many things at one time, trying to learn offense, trying to learn defense, and then taking care of a lot of people, it really, really sucks. And anybody who's lightweight successful, or you've made over 6 figures a year, and then you have people in your family who are not doing so well, they just bring their burdens to you all the time. Even people that really you don't know, they come to you with issues, they come to you with problems, and you got to focus on what you're doing. And so because you're covering so much territory all the time, at least in his case, trying to learn offense, trying to learn defense, getting established in the new league. And then there's the other part.
I know that a lot of women's gonna be mad at what I gotta say about this, but a man should know that she wants you more than you want her. If you want her more than she wants you, it's gonna end bad, and you are gonna have a stressful relationship because you are gonna be trying to do everything possible to keep her in your life, and there's gonna become a time period where she just don't care no more.
Y'all know I had to go here. Travis Hunter, in my honest opinion, is in a relationship with a woman who just don't give a damn about his ass at all.
Damn.
This man is busting his ass every day just to keep this particular chick happy. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, he's now a father. So imagine you have all of this pressure. Many black men have this pressure. You know, you have family that needs money, mom, you know, sisters, brothers, whatever you got. Then also, you may have a girlfriend, may have a wife, you may have kids, and all of this pressure is coming on you at the same time, like within 1 year. You know, 2 years ago, you wasn't a father, you was just playing football, making some money and just streaming. And now, you know, you got a whole city depending on you every day, people writing up stuff about you, and then you have a girlfriend or a wife now who was cheating on you and you ignored it, and you're basically doing everything you can to keep her happy because deep down...
Now, what I'll say, I never, regarding the cheating thing, I covered some of it. I'm pretty sure she wasn't cheating on him while they were together. If so, correct me in the comment section. But I'm pretty sure she wasn't cheating on him while they were together. If she was, then that's not about it, bro. You made her your wife? You in for a whole reckoning, my boy.
You know, if you lose this bag, she is gone. And it is 100% true. She's not going to stay around. And another thing you know, too, if you don't perform very well in the NFL, you also won't stay around there, right? And all of that is pressure. I don't care what anybody has to say. It's a lot of pressure, especially for a young man to just run into all of that within like an 18-month period. I mean, we have guys that are like 40 and haven't been married, and 45 and haven't been married, and 30 and haven't been married. So imagine a young kid, like not even 22, 23 years old, running into all this money, running into all these demands, you know, having to take care of a kid, having to take care of a wife, having to take care of his family, and you're not performing on the field. Down, down, down.
He loved this emo.
What is the lesson here, fellas?
Hey, everyone. You can't do everything. You have to pick and choose the things that you're going to do and the ways in which you're going to spend your time. Certain things are not going to get the attention that they might need. You're going to be pulled in a bunch of different directions, and you're going to have to make decisions about what's important, and you're going to have to sacrifice some things.
Guys, if we can't learn anything from Travis Hunter, and we definitely can learn from his simping. Got him! Guys, we got to learn this. And the main thing that we need to learn is you can't do everything. You know, I don't care what you think you can do. There are things that you can't do. And ultimately, you will break down. In my honest opinion...
I feel like regarding that, that's why you get you can delegate things. You feel me? If you do feel like you have a lot on your plate, then delegate it to someone else. Either if you gotta pay them or, you know, have an alternative way of giving them a payment. I feel like that's what you probably should do, because he's right, man. As a man, bro, we have a lot on our plate. Even me at the moment, bro. Like, I understand that I haven't been posting consistently on YouTube, which is all on me. You feel me? I'm not gonna make excuse for that, but you know, I got a lot going on at the moment. You feel me? And I'm trying to balance it all, and for some reason I still haven't been able to find my foot. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you just got to be able to delegate certain things to certain people that can assist you. And that's why you got to put yourself in the right environments, you know. That's all I got to say on that matter.
It was better for Travis Hunter to basically focus in on offense or defense, but not both. But he felt that he could do everything. He can get married. He can raise a family. He can take care of everything. And let me just tell you, at first you can kind of do it because it's kind of new and you're kind of going through the motions. But the problem is that you just can't sustain it. And a lot of black men, especially guys who, you know, just trying to find their way in life, and I could even do this. We just expect that, you know, we got to try everything. I know people that got like 1,000 business ideas. And so they're trying all of it. And then, you know, at the same time, they're wasting their money, wasting their time, their expertise, and then they burn out, and then they have nothing to show for it. And this possibly could have been the case with Travis Hunter. Now, again, I disagree with one of the earlier guys talking about that Travis Hunter, you know, put his body through so much, and that's probably why it's breaking down. I mean, he could have a point with that, but at the same time, Travis Hunter did not have to play both positions, especially when he didn't know how to do one thing right. What's happening now is he's facing professional pressure. He's hurt. He can't play this year. He's, you know, he has so much pressure to perform again next year. He still has a young child. He has a wife. He has a lifestyle to maintain. He got his family. I'm pretty sure that wants something. His little brother. He got his mom. You know, he got people he looking out for. And again, the pressure of the fans that they spent all of this draft capital on you and you're not returning the money. And there are guys that were drafted after you that are doing better than you right now in their respective positions. Leaves a lot to be desired. But those are the pressures that we put on ourselves when we just feel like we can do everything and then we can't. And the one thing that I will try to tell any black man, young or old, do your best to simplify your life. Niche your life. If you're going to do one thing, you know, make sure you get really good at it before you go to the next thing.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
John Paul DeJoria, one of my favorite.
All right, well, we're going to leave it right there. But I definitely agree, though. Like, you know, try to simplify it because, wow, as it's just like this. The more money you make, the more your lifestyle cost. Well, let me rephrase that. The more, if you notice, when you have a pay rise or salary rise, the more money you start making, the more your bills go up, or the more the cost of your living goes up. Why? It's not essentially that, you know, you just spending over the money because you make more. It's just that the cost of living has gone up as well. So the more things you take as hand, as in, you know, duties or activities, you know, the more difficult it gets. And at one point, you're going to just break down what you don't want to do. You feel me? It's a long game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So you got to take your time. You got to try to pace yourself. Feel me? That's the advice I would give to him. He probably not watching this, but if he does, then, you know, just pace yourself, man. I know it's not up to you. You know, what happened wasn't predicted or it's not something that you would ever wanted. But it is the case now. You just got to deal with it and see how best you can move on forward. Thank you guys for watching, man. Road to 2,000 subscribers, man. We gone.